James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Ready, black 25. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A run for Nick Chubb. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Winston. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. On first down, Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Winston now finding Godwin, complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. So don't say nothing. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check. 43. Quit talking about it and bring it. 43's the go.
Winston now from the 50. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
At their own 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first
Get ready,
and 10.
get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
43's the mic. I got one. 43's the mic. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zach Brown able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side, completes Isabella. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready. Blue lady. 43 is the mic. Get ready. Get ready. Hey, 5 on the 50. Let him go.
They run. Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Black 25 behind. 43. Cutting the wide world.
They go with Chubb on second down. Pushes him over. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. Shoves him away. A second stiff arm. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Now Chubb running right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Shrugs him off. Powers through again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be, 38 yards out. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Come on now, let's go!
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This is Johnson. He's got it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45 tonight, 45 tonight.
Now Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 51 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka with the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go, even. Hey, check 24.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Check.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Follow. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gay now set to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right?
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Go. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing now is Murray. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nick Chubb. 28 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw, Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, Winston. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Blake Jarwin, 41 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Ready? 34 is the Mike, 34.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ball trot. Mike 51, Mike 51.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This ain't nothing.